a crazy, crazy game. But no matter what you do to make your dreams come true, the choice is up to you. 'Cause everything leads to love.
This is my scooter, il ragazzo pazzo.
You know the gentleman goes around cleaning the house with his vacuum hose.
Name's Hoover. My friends just call me Hoov, though.
Besides, we both know you're cheating on me, so it's only fair.
I wish I was cheating on you.
But no matter how you play, it'll lead to a brand new day. You're gonna get swept away. 'Cause everything leads to love. You can date everything. Everything leads to
As developers of the relationship testing epic that is the Overcooked series, if you know, you know, it seems fitting that they would take on a dating sim in a rather unusual way. Here to tell us more about the quirky home furnishing dating fever dream, this is Date Everything from Sassy Chap Games. Please join me in welcoming co-creative lead and executive producer Robbie Daymond, writer, producer Amanda Hufford, and lead writer and designer Ray Chase, all the way over there. Hi Ray, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me. How are you all doing? Are you having a great Gamescom?
Really, the best Gamescom. And, you know, just so you and everybody at home knows, I know my name said Amanda, but I'm actually Tiago today. I'm sporting our lead programmer's jacket because someone stole my jacket out of my mailbox. So if you're watching this, if you could please bring my jacket back to me, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. So all good, maybe aside from Tiago and the missing jumper.
Poor Tiago.
There we go. Now, I most likely confuse people in the intro of what exactly I was talking about with the game. So for those who don't know the premise of Date Everything, tell us more. What exactly does that mean?
Sure, this is an absolutely bizarre game that has never been made before. You start out, it's almost a first-person shooter, as it were. You get a job as a customer service agent doing some remote work. You are immediately on your first day replaced by AI, but there's nothing to fear because your entire existence will be changed when a mysterious package comes to your front door, which holds these glasses called the Dateviators, which allow you to directly acknowledge a thing's existence or date everything in front of you.
Because that's the first thing I would want to do if I put special glasses on. Is like, who do I want to date?
Exactly.
It's very intuitive.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like you've made the game of my dreams. What about any other things to add, or is Ray basically just nailed that?
No, Ray's our lead designer, hit the nail on the head. Yeah,
sure, yeah.
It's perfect, yeah.
But the idea just came from a random day when Robbie and I were joking around.
I like our game. The idea is a joke at the beginning, but underneath there's so much more. And yeah, we just pitched it out during a voiceover session we're doing together, and then a couple days later, Ray came to me and says, I think I want to make this a thing.
There's something here.
And the next thing we knew, we were filling out contracts to start a video game company, and here we are 6 years later. It's wild.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we can't talk about a dating simulator without asking what we're dating. You see where I'm going here. So tell me a little bit more about who it is we're going to be interacting with.
Ooh, yes, absolutely.
Well, it's everything. It's the name of the game. It's literally
Finish the segment. That's the game.
Thanks so much, everybody. Really appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
We put the trailer out in the world a couple of weeks ago, and one of the most fun parts is like going to the comments and seeing like the people guessing who is going to be out there, and almost always would go, yeah, you can date. It's the name of the game. Yeah, but I think we all have our favorites too. Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, do you want to talk about your favorites now?
Sure. Yeah.
Do each of you have anyone in mind?
Oh, so many.
I looked out of the bag on Twitter a couple of weeks ago when we got to reveal Ben Starr as Dorian the Door. Massive fan of his work, and what an interesting character. This is a character. In this game, you can get love endings friend endings or hate endings with every one of the characters, and Dorian stands up for those who are looking to just be friends, for that playthrough that's a middle of the road, not really looking to date everyone, and he's an absolute champion of friendship more than anything.
We should say that for the people that don't know, because it's not directly revealed in the announcement, is that every character has 3 different relationship statuses that you can get an ending with.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is date everything, but you can also befriend everything, and you might just hate them too.
Hate everything is my kind of game.
Maybe there's a way to play it as hate everything. We'd be remiss if we didn't do it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I was going to say Tiago then, but that's...
Yeah. Tiago, if you could jump up here. I'd have to go with, I think, Von Trapp. Hilarious character, and probably one of my favorite sessions that we did. It's so funny. You can't go through Von Trapp's story without laughing, crying, sobbing. It's so good.
We had an amazing writing team of about 30 individuals,
Wow.
and they all put their unique perspective on it. And then the voice actors came in.
And added another layer, right?
And when you're talking about a character like Von Trapp, which is Dana Snyder, who you might know from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Master Shake, a ton of other comedic stuff, he just kind of went wild. And Tiago, our poor programmer, had to deal with all the changes.
The real Tiago.
Okay, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is such it's a great character. My favorite is kind of our mascot, Skylar Specs. She's plays the actual Aviators themselves. And though they're a mechanics character that sort of show you how to play the game, the writing she's so lovely, so fun, so...
The writing is so good.
Please,
the
Robbie.
writing.
Well,
He likes falling in love with me, I guess.
That has been the nature of our friendship for the last 10 years, pretty much. I can't resist a good beard. But then we brought in a nerd icon Felicia Day to come in and play Skylar, and she brought this whole new level of charm to it. So yeah, we've all got our favorites, but I think those are our top 3.
I love it.
We might change this. Someone asks us next week.
Don't worry about
Every single
it.
day, I feel like every playthrough you'd find a new reason to love
They're
someone else.
all my
Exactly.
children. I can't actually pick.
There you go. I'm sorry I made you do so. I do want to stay on the topic of voice actors, though, because obviously yourself, you've done quite a lot of work here at the table. So what's it like moving from performance to development on a title and being behind the scenes a little bit more?
Oh, absolutely. We were unprepared for the amount of work it is to make video games. One of those things that looks is like so much fun on the outside, and yes, obviously we had a blast, but way more spreadsheets than you ever thought possible. But we've all learned a ton of lessons. We've all upped the amount of hats that we wear making this game, and it's something that's absolutely the high point of my life. I'm so proud of our team and where this game has come from the original inception to actually being able to make 100 characters that all are different, that all have different playthroughs and styles, that you can really play this game for a really long time. I can't believe that we actually achieved that.
Yeah, as actors, we're in a really unique position because what we do is very forward-facing, but it's very low man on the totem pole when it comes to actually being the creative force driving whatever you're making.
Yeah.
So for us to come together and be able to make something of our own and then put it out into the world, not only is one of the most rewarding experiences, it's also terrifying. But that part of it was over. We gave the world the conceit, the idea, and from what we can tell, they said yes. So we're so excited for everybody out there, you all, to play it. It's the best.
Do you think it's maybe changed your perspective the next time you go to voice something that's someone else's game of like, I suddenly understand everything that went into this one, actually?
It already has. I think
Nice.
the very first session that I got into post being like halfway through production in this, my outlook on the entire script was completely different. And if I do say so myself, I think the session went even more smoothly.
I'm going to be more judgy now.
I learned also how hard it is to schedule actors, and so
my
I will
God.
make myself more available
We're the
to
worst.
everyone. Yeah.
Actually, I want to mention the actors a little bit because we've already heard a couple. Felicia and Ben, I'm on first name basis here, clearly. There's a humongous roster. Are you just going into little black books and just messages like, hey, do you want to just come do a voice? Like, what was that process like?
For us, diversity has been a key part of this, not just in the stories that were told in the appearance of the and the background of our characters, but also also in like the level and the background of our actors too. We have a lot of AAA names, household names that everybody knows. We have a lot of up-and-comers that we really like and wanted to give them a broader stage. We have non-traditional actors who are coming in and doing roles. We got to run the gamut on our casting.
We have film and television actors. We've got video game staples. We've got people who did we've got Broadway actors who did
my
one of my good buddies did his first ever video game ever.
I bet that's a fantastic performance as well for Broadway.
He might sing a little bit.
That'd be a big one.
Yes.
But there was a lot of texting. It was literally like, hey, would you come be a chair?
Are you free on Thursday?
But the funny part is word got around. We recorded for about 5 months, about 180 sessions or so. There's 70,000 fully voiced lines in this game, 1.2 million words. It's a monster.
Wow.
But word started to get around that the sessions were fun. And then it went from less of a, will you please be a chair, to be like, can I be a lamp?
I'll be a carpet. Just let me in.
A coffin?
A carpet.
I thought you said a coffin.
No,
That's
I mean,
the mortuary
seriously.
DLC.
Spooky DLC.
Halloween update.
Yeah.
I'll do that one. I'll do that. Oh, anyway.
We'll talk after.
Yeah, wonderful. Right, we're going to go down the bench here.
Okay.
I want to know who you are in the game. Because it's worth mentioning that you're going to write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, like you're in it. You're all over it.
Just so you know, this is an Xbox exclusive then, right? Because we have not revealed who we play in the game.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually play 5 roles in one. I played the Hanks.
Okay.
And the Hanks are all of the hangers in your closet.
Yep.
And they're like just 5 adventure sports loving dudes, but they're all me just doing a slightly different voice. So if you love me, you're going to love this. If you hate me, it's going to be painful. But I love the Hanks. They are just...
Oh, no.
Yeah, of course.
Can I get a live oh, no?
Oh, no. I don't have an Australian accent.
Stunning.
I can't.
Immaculate.
But they're the Hanks are. We had one of somebody play through it today, and they had such a blast. I love them. I hope you guys love them too. Yeah.
Yo, baby.
Who are you?
Me, I play Rebel, the rubber ducky.
Oh.
Rebel is very edgy, has a bad attitude, doesn't want to hang out with anybody, really don't understand why you keep talking to me, but secretly underneath, Rebel might have a little bit more heart than that. Maybe, probably not.
But definitely can't reveal that.
You got to work to get there, though, for sure.
You really have to put in some effort.
Although already, Rebel is winning the fan art contest, right? Yeah. It's a popular character design.
There has been already dozens of images of Rebel populating the internet in the best, most fantastic way. I was not expecting that. I'm so glad people love them.
I love that.
Illustrious leader, who do you play?
I play one of my favorite characters. I wrote his theme song. I got to voice him. I wrote all the things he said. He is the Scandelabra, one of the first characters that we came up with in this. He's like an 18th century courtier.
Look at him.
And while everybody else loves the fact that you're going around and being very polyamorous and doing it, for him it's all scandal. And he keeps track of all the love endings that you have and berates you for it. But in the end, maybe he loves it on the inside.
I have to ask, actually, specifically on that, with the names being pun-based, as a Brit, I adore that. What comes first? Do you come up with a Scandelabra or a scandal, and then you try to fit
Great
that into
question.
an
You've
object?
had this question before.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Some are non-negotiable. Every
Sure.
house has a table or chair. That we knew.
Fair, yeah.
And then sometimes the pun comes along with the casting too.
Mm-hmm.
So our friend Charleyy Lee, who's one of the best voice actresses ever, we're like, well, we have to make her the chair, right? And call him Jeremy. So sometimes it's a different formula, but
it's unpredictable. Yeah, sometimes the name comes first and the concept comes with it. Sometimes we have something where we're like, well, we have a floor. What do we do with this character? And we start to work on it. What might it be? All these characters were developed at different times. Some faster than others. Some had different rewrites and stuff. But we didn't want them all to just be rhyming name, even though it might seem like
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I love it. I do want to come back a little bit, Amanda, to your character, because in the B-roll that we got playing here, there's something that pops up I really want to talk about, which is this content aware that Skylar talks about. I love it as a feature, but I want you to tell me why everyone else should fall in love with it.
Our game in general isn't overly salacious, nor is it anything negative in that way. It's body, it's fun, it's flirty, but mostly it's wholesome and a really good time.
Yeah.
we do have characters that we wrote. There's 100 different ones, and it's not all jokes and funny stuff.
Of course.
We really like to dip into some serious stuff. I mean, that's the idea of the concept, right? And then we deliver something more earnest, and some of the characters Ray figured out we have to talk about.
We had a unique opportunity here because it's a sandbox. You can date them in any order, so it meant that like some of our characters, Rebel, for example, who is quite vulgar, let's just say. Skylar says, I've never seen my content-aware go off like this. But you have the opportunity to have this content-aware feature on, and anything that might be triggering, Skylar is able to like call you out, say what it is this something you're comfortable with? And if not, there's no judgment from us as developers. You can skip that character at absolutely no expense to your playthrough. You still get any ending that you want with them, and you can take out that triggering content. And if you're open for everything, you can turn off content aware right at the beginning, and it never comes up.
Yeah, it's a really a small percentage of when that content aware pops up. But if you see it the first time and you don't want to deal with it, gone forever, and then you can turn it back on whenever you'd like.
Exactly, yeah.
Amazing. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for telling us about that. I love it.
Thanks for asking. Yeah.
You're so welcome.
We want people to have the best possible experience with this. And we always say this is a game, even though it's a dating sim, it's never a game that you would be embarrassed to have someone walk in on you playing.
Yes.
You know?
While you're chirping up the candelabra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're like, oh God, don't look.
Yeah, of course.
So with it being a dating simulator, and you said there's 100 characters in there, are there any pre-existing relationships in the house? Are the players going to meet other complications along the way?
Ooh, yeah, quite a bit. I mean, all of these characters, when the game starts, they have a rich pre-existing life that the player then kind of gets to pull apart and unfold. Some of them interact a little bit more, some are maybe a little bit more siloed, but that's all stuff that the player gets to discover as they go through.
Yeah, I mean, we have two characters that debuted in the trailer, Harper and Dirk, and when you first encounter them, they're kind of intertwined. They're mixed up, and I won't say how to give away too much, but they're mixed up in not the world's. They have a content-aware warning because their relationship could be viewed as toxic to some, and you have a choice. You can do whatever you want. You can get them back together. You can break them apart depending on what you think is best. You can become friends. You can romance them separately, together. You can get them to hate you. And it's all whatever you feel as a player is the right pathway for you. That's been the best part of Gamescom, is watching people play and getting to see how they react. And we had some people go, oh no, what does this say about me? And we went, oh yes, what does this say about you? That's the point. Yeah. So yeah, it's the idea.
Yeah, wonderful. And I think we'd also be remiss not to mention it's set in a house. There's loads of rooms. The environment itself is a little bit of a character. So I wonder if there's anything you can share about the system in the game or the locations.
Yeah, well, we have secrets in the game.
Oh, absolutely. We have.
Do you want to tell me them all now?
We absolutely. All right, number 78 is. No, we have lots of. We have a house that you're walking in, and there's obviously a design challenge. How do you make this house interesting? The house changes based on what relationships you have with everybody, and there's little secret characters here and there that you might walk past 100 times, then realize through this system that we were talking about backstage, Rumors, which is a way spelled ROOMERS. Had to get another pun in there.
Absolutely,
but Maggie the Magnifying Glass helps you discover some of these clues to find these more secret characters.
Yeah, and they all exist in different states. Some, obviously, what you would think, the kitchen characters are more connected than others, but you got the secret areas. But we also wanted this is our story delivery system, this house.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get too far into it, but it changes and adapts depending on how you play the game. So what you do in the stories will affect the environment. But you're right, we want it to feel homey, we want it to feel cozy. Shout out to my dad, who's a home designer who actually...
I was going to say, where was this going? Just
I know.
shout out to Dad.
I know. Shout out to my dad who designed the home based off a classic like mid-century house. So it feels like a real house that you live in as your player. But how you start your life, that's up to you.
It's
Maybe
totally
it's
up
not
to you.
enough.
Love it. Well, it's also described a little bit more of like a sandbox type game where, as you've said before, Ray, that you can date anyone, anytime, in any order. So I assume that there'll be some surprises along the way for the player. I know you're not going to tell me all the secrets, but is there anything you could tease for everyone at home?
Well, I'll say that's something that we haven't shown off much at this, but there is an overarching story, a critical path that populates based on your progress and has a lot of different endings too. It's not just you date a character, the game ends. We really want you to go through and at least talk to everybody, get an ending with everybody, and get to see the full story of the Dateviators unfold.
Interesting. Well, I cannot thank you enough for stopping by. I'm going to say it out loud, and I'm going to get hated for it, but this is my highlight of the show. Like, truly, it's been It's been a joy talking to you all. I hope you have a phenomenal Gamescom. I'm going to come down and play it myself after this and see who I can start dating, and I'll let you know who my favorites are. But one thing is for sure, I will never be looking at a fridge the same way again.